I wish I would have stuck with piano
Yeah.
as a kid.
Yeah, me too.
I took a lot of piano lessons. I had to study piano in college and in grad school, and I really, really enjoy it. I really love the piano. I think it's like the mother instrument, like especially for percussion. And I have all the Beethoven piano sonatas and a lot of the Chopin stuff because it's just. And whenever I went go to a concert to see a piano player play, I would try to sit so I could look down the line of the keys to watch their hands.
Yeah.
So maybe piano would be one thing I'd like to relearn. I mean, I know how to. I could play it, but I just never stuck with it. So.
Yeah, me as well. I enjoyed it. I have one at home. It's right next to my couch, and I barely ever touch it.
What's wrong with you?
I know it's horrible, but I need to learn
great
again.
Keyboard.
It is. Yeah, it's a Roland weighted key.
Oh, nice.
With a lot of really great sounding patches on it.
Yeah.
So I fixed it once before. There's a couple of keys in the middle of I keep breaking. You have to go and replace. It's pretty easy to fix. You have to just unscrew it and you replace the hammer part of it that thing keeps breaking. But yeah, I mostly like all the other instruments I'm playing completely self-taught. I tried to take classes twice. Early on, I had a experience with it at a friend's house, and I still remember it vividly because that was long before I learned to play guitar or anything. But there was something that was a light was going off in my head when I was playing it.
Yeah.
But I never really expressed interest in taking lessons in it. So I wish I had. It would have been really cool. It would have been great if I learned guitar earlier too. But when I tried to learn, it was when I was in college. I think it was my late 20s. No, it was when I was 30 years old. Twice I tried to take classes at U of H, and then for those as an elective class, and they teach you sight reading at the same time they're teaching you technique, and I could not. I was just way too impatient to learn how to sight read. I'd taken basic music theory before that and aced the class. It was a pretty easy class, but as far as sight reading, I would get the once I learned what the music was, I would start just playing it from ear because reflexively that's just what I do. Mm-hmm. And so it was really hard for me to connect the notes to the music, which I was already hearing in my head. Yeah. I just couldn't do it. And then because I would be doing embellishments and stuff, and the teacher would come by and go, no, play what's on the paper. Like, I can't. I wound up dropping the class both times. So that was so frustrated.
When I auditioned for the Houston Symphony back in 2009, just as they put out open call, and I said, "Fuck it, I'll try it." And they said, "Had you learn all this? You had to learn a snare drum solo. You had to learn a tambourine part, a triangle part, and some keyboard stuff, the xylophone stuff." I was trying to learn all this stuff. Learning it was easy, and so you get to the audition and you walk on stage at Symphony Hall, and it's completely dark, and someone just says, "Play the snare piece." So you play the snare drum piece. That's enough. Play the keyboard piece. Blah, 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 blah. Play that thing. Play the tambourine thing. Whatever. Yeah. And then they said, "There's some sight reading on the stand at the xylophone. Take it out. It should say whatever on the top of it. We'll give you a few minutes to take a look at it." So you take a look at it, and you're like, "Okay, it's in the key of E flat. Starts on the E, goes down up there, goes there. Okay, play the piece." And I'm kind of like, "I'm doing okay. I'm doing great." And at the end of the first line, they put a meter change. So it went from 4/4 to 6/8 and a key change. And then the music started on the very next line. So, which is not how you write music. You actually supposed to give somebody a heads up because it was sight reading. And I got to that part, I just stopped playing, like, "Thank you." I'm done. Yeah, it was that sight reading. It's a challenge. I mean, I was doing, because I read music and I was teaching at the same time, I was sight reading a lot of stuff for the kids. "Oh no, it goes like this. See, this is how it goes," kind of a thing, reading their band music and their solo music and stuff like that. But that was a little bit more challenging than I was hoping for that day. Needless to say, I didn't get a call back.
Yeah, I have zero music theory. Never took I did steal money.
True.
I got the money honestly, but I stole it because I didn't do with it what I was supposed to do. But I used to as a kid take money for guitar lessons from my mother and go and buy cigarettes. So I never learned any guitar, and that would be tremendous to learn. My daughter plays trombone and violin, and she can read music, and she's pretty good. And you know, I came home one day. We were talking about the Kinks. I came home one day and I heard.
Oh, nice.
I was like, "What? What is that?" What? And I'm going to kick in the door. What the hell is going on in here? So, what, playing the Kinks? I was like, "Get the guitar. Let me see it. Let me see this." And it was in key. It was in time. It was so. Whoa! How did you? You know, I just looked up the music and I was like, "Oh." So. Again, that's why I do by ear, but to hear it and to see it and to, you know, it's and again, I know what 4/4 and 6/8 and so just because, you know, you've been playing music live for this long, you're going to come across it, and again, like, you know, the 1/4/5 chord progression, this and that, I don't know what it means. Hear it, got it, you know, read it.
Well, I think to not inflate your ego any bigger than it already is. Here we go.
There's no room.
Yeah, just loaded comment. But I think you understand theory to the point of, like you said, hearing it and understanding where you're going next. What it looks like on a piece of paper is probably inconsequential unless you really want to learn it, which is it's not really that hard to learn. It's almost like another language, but I think you're so far into music in your life that I don't think it'd be difficult to learn. Does it make you a better player at this point? Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. I mean,
I'm not going to learn it.
And that's a big discussion that a lot of people have about like learning. You know, some people say, I'd rather have someone that learns by ear and plays from the heart than someone that can read. And I'm like, I mean, it's kind of a stupid argument. I think it's a foolish argument. It's like, so you're saying that someone who knows how to read is not going to play from the heart of the soul? I don't necessarily agree with that. I think in some cases it doesn't make you a better musician. It just changes your understanding of what's happening. But I think you already have that because you know how many songs? Thousands. Three. It's the same. Three, but you know the same 3 songs 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But no, seriously. I mean, you learn songs because you understand, you hear it, and you understand how it works on the guitar.
Yeah, I use muscle memory. I don't know keys. I don't know. So I use muscle memory for different songs because when you're singing and playing at the same time, a lot of the times, and when you sing loud, your hearing shuts, so you're not hearing the guitar. You know, when you sing really, really loud, if you scream really, really loud, try to click your fingers and see if you can hear it, you know, and even though you can feel that you're doing it, you can't hear it when you're and it's the same thing with singing. So when you play, you better know where you're, you know.
Yeah, and that's a skill in its own.
We're supposed to be, So
some people can't do that, and they have music careers.
Yeah.
It's kind of a mystery to me. It's like, I think it's kind of amazing that we're able to sing at all, that we can go for a note. I mean, talking is one thing, being able to go for a note and hit it, and you know what I mean?
You haven't heard me sing yet.
I think maybe we have.
Yeah.
But
check out some of our new acoustic shows, and you'll hear us sing.
Yeah, he's been piping.
I feel like who's the middle Brady? Is it Peter?
Tom Brady?
I don't know.
The middle Brady, that episode where his voice changes. They all sing a song and his voice changes. Go Google that. That's how I sound like when I sing. It's time to rearrange. You know. Anyway,
but that and whistling, it's like, you know, I have a certain range in whistling, but I can whistle a tune. It's like, how am I doing that? I don't even know how that works. You know, it's crazy. Anyway.
Well, it's the pressure of your.
It's the throat. It's all in the throat.
Yeah.
Anyway.